Is being on your phone really making you unhappy?
All right, welcome back, friends. A recent report from the National Bureau of Economic Research shows declines in happiness and life satisfaction among young adults in English-speaking countries in the last decade. However, a bit of a silver lining here. The report indicates that both of these factors can increase with age. This is a topic explored by the Free Press's newest columnist, Arthur Brooks. In his exclusive announcement earlier on CBS Mornings, Brooks explains how his research on social science and public policy have led him to learn the skill of being happy. Brooks also explores how to achieve happiness in his fresh new book. You see it right here, titled The Meaning of Your Life. No small sell there, Dr. Brooks. He joins us now on set. And we should note that the Free Press is owned by our parent company, Paramount Skydance. Arthur, as you say, I can call you welcome. Great to have you here.
Of course, delighted to be with you.
Why are we in such a happiness epidemic that led you into all of this research?
Yeah, no, this is the reason that I'm a contributor to CBS on happiness for this very reason. We want to bring the ideas of happiness to millions of people. We want this to be the destination for more happiness, and we actually can get happier, but that starts with the answer to your question. What has actually happened since about 1990? Now, the climate of happiness has been declining, faith is in decline, family life has been fragmenting, friendship is getting harder, especially with the way that we use social media all the time. And of course, people have a different relationship with their work. It's less towards service, and it's more about the hustle and grind culture. But there have been some kind of hurricanes in this too. You know, the financial crisis, the advent of screens in every part of life, horrible for happiness, as it turns out. The pandemic was terrible, and political polarization, where we're at each other's throats for politics, that's been bad too. So all these things together have actually created this combination, this confluence of things that have led happiness to go into decline, but we can turn it around.
Welcome back to another episode of the Ridgeway Report. My name is A.B. Ridgeway, and today we are talking about happiness. My definition of happiness is the ability to see a temptation or to see someone doing something, having something, or enjoying something and not feel that you need that something. It is almost similar to contentment. Happiness to me is when I don't feel that I need to change my emotional state by doing or having something else. That is true happiness for me. So I don't feel that we can get happier or we can get sadder. I think we are either happy or we're not. And happiness doesn't have to be a totality thing. You could be happy at your job, meaning you're not looking for another job. If someone pays you more or someone has a better vacation package, you don't want to leave. You are happy where you are. And vice versa, you may be at the house with your food. You may not be happy with your food. If you see some delicious cookies at the bakery, you may not be happy with the meal that you're eating. So you want to change your emotional state. Hopefully that kind of clears that up as far as what I consider happiness. Now, he's also talking about the decline of church participation, the decline of faith. And I think that has a lot to do with it as well. Because when we're not pursuing something like a godly figure or someone who is going to help us become righteous and content with what we have based on the religious scriptures, we tend to trust ourselves. And unfortunately, as human beings, we are irrational. In these situations, it makes it very difficult to be happy. It's hard to be content when you don't have a purpose, when you don't have a goal. When you have a faith, your goal is to get to a heaven or some type of paradise. So you are going to work toward that, and you are content sacrificing some of the other temptations in order to get it, right? Because your emotional state is about reaching that paradise, that ultimate eternal paradise. So for him to say there's a decline in the church, I think that is a direct correlation with the decline in happiness.